So as we begin to move into a bit more shapes, option to always change your mind. So you might decide once we get into a shape that you don't enjoy it, or that this isn't what is, or this isn't what your body is asking for. And so you can absolutely change your mind. Everything here is an invitation. So that means you can accept or decline the invitation. There's no right or wrong choice. So, option here to either take our first down dog of our class, or if you know that down dog is not supportive to you, then I'll give you another option here that can give a similar shape without going into a full down dog. So I'll start with down dog. You can walk from our tabletop shape, you can walk your hands forward just a little bit. And then I'll just give us a little bit more room through the shoulders. And then we'll tuck our toes. And we'll inhale. And we'll start to ease our way up. I'm going to keep my knees bent here, just because I haven't stretched my hamstrings yet today. And so keeping my knees bent allows me to decide how much of the stretch I want to feel at any given time. And then I'm going to just start to ease my heels down one at a time, kind of like you're pedaling a bike. One goes up, the other goes down. And if you're finding that your hamstrings are feeling really tight today, then it might be helpful to take your feet, take your stance as wide as your mat. So this is one option. Allowing yourself to feel into this. Being curious, what do I feel? Where do I feel the stretch? And then for those of you that do not want a down dog, from our tabletop shape, you might begin to find some engagement in your abdomen, just enough to support your lower back. And then we'll begin to walk our hands forward and allow the chest to come down only as much as you want to. You might even rest your forehead on the floor, or you might keep your head lifted. So this is called, some people call it puppy pose, puppy shape. And this gives us a really wonderful opening through the shoulders and the chest. So you choose, and we'll be in these shapes for the next 3 breaths or so. And again, you can always try both and see which one you prefer. And you don't have to find stillness in these shapes. If you prefer movement as you ease into these areas that might be feeling tight or constricted, it's okay to move into it. There's no rule saying that you have to be still. Great. So last breath, maybe you take it with me as we inhale and exhale. And if you are in down dog, you'll begin to bend your knees, and this is just going to create some space, and walk your feet forward toward your hands. If you are in the second option, puppy shape, you might begin to walk your hands back, coming into a tabletop shape, and then finding your way into a forward fold. I'll meet you here. So option here, to bend into the knees. It might feel a little tight as our hamstrings are probably still really opening up. And so a couple options here. You can add a bend into the knees, maybe a soft bend, maybe a really deep bend. There's no right or wrong. So you choose maybe a soft bend or a deep bend. And same thing as we did in down dog, you can also take your feet as wide as the mat. And this is really wonderful because it just creates so much room. So you decide. And with your next breath in, or when you decide that you're ready, you could begin to place your hands on your shins, lengthening through the spine, kind of like you're creating a tabletop with your back. This is our halfway lift. You can stay here as long as you like, or with your next exhale, you could start to release down. Back into our fold. Option 2, give your head a shake no, and then maybe a nod yes. And option to stay in this forward fold for as long as you like, if this is feeling particularly welcome to the body right now. Hi, I'm Hannah, creator and teacher of Soma Yoga Studio, an online trauma-informed yoga platform. I honestly created this platform because I couldn't find trauma-informed yoga classes that were consistent, convenient, and honestly accessible, both in price and practice times. So I created Soma, an online platform that is completely trauma-informed. Every single class that comes out of here is with the sensitivity toward individuals healing from trauma. So I invite you to come and check it out. You can head to somayogastudio.com, where the subscription fee is only $30 a month, flat rate, no hidden fees, no nothing. Not to mention that as our virtual library builds, you can take not only the weekly class that is offered, but also dig through the virtual library and find something additional to support you depending on the time of life that you're in. Every single session invites you to move at your own pace, to honor your body, and to really dive into what you feel, how you feel it, where you feel it, and being curious about what you need in this moment. So if you're looking for a studio that values presence over perfection, I invite you to head on over to somayogastudio.com and check it out. See you there.